What's up, everybody? Doc 1985. There's levels to this. Yo, sometimes I read the comments to the videos, to my videos, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The comment section sometimes disappoints me a little bit. Now, one thing I will say is a lot of the people that disagree with my takes, I gotta be honest with you, not many people are disrespectful, which I really appreciate. So I hope I'm giving off that energy as well. Like, we can disagree, but we don't gotta be disrespectful. I really do appreciate that. But sometimes I get disappointed when, oh, it finished. But sometimes I get disappointed when I see takes where I was like 10 beeps. Jesus. I get disappointed when I see takes or I see questions on there that to me would seem like the obvious answers, or just requests that to me just seems like the obvious answer. Especially when it's from people that I want to believe are actual gamers, right? So shout out to Cowboy from And Now Your Mama Knows. Go check out his channel. My man went ahead and left a comment in one of my last videos saying something to the effect, like, if you see that comment, it's got like 45 replies. Like, people been going back and forth with him, but he pretty much said, Doc, I asked you to give me something to play that's on Game Pass within the last 3 months, right? And when he asked me that question, I couldn't answer it. It was actually hard for me to answer it. And I wasn't disappointed that I couldn't answer that question. I was disappointed that his value of a game, or his value of what he would play on Game Pass, would limit within the last 3 months. Now, Cowboy's a good dude, and he calls himself, the limitless gamer, or gaming without limits. He went ahead, bought himself a PS5. He plays on xCloud and Stadia. So he says he likes to game without limits, right? But then he makes this limit where he's asking me to show him something on Game Pass within the last 3 months. Now, this is not a video about just Cowboy, but Cowboy's kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Because plenty of people tell me that Xbox has no games, there's nothing to play on Game Pass and all this other stuff. And when they talk about it, they usually refer to first party game, first party exclusives. Now, all I had to do for Cowboy was I went to Game Pass and I saw the recently added, right? And literally Deathloop is a game that was recently added. Go ahead and play it. It's on Game Pass. Go ahead, play it. What should I play on Game? Go ahead, play Deathloop. But there's a whole bunch of other games. But if you only limit yourself to that, and you're looking at that Game Pass catalog, and you're only limiting yourself to what came out within the last 3 months, you're gonna miss a lot of gems. You're gonna miss a lot of gems. Me myself right now, I'm actually playing. Well, there's two old games that I'm playing. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean Red Dead Redemption 1. My bad, Red Dead Redemption 1, which was not on Game Pass. I actually bought it for $5. It was on sale. Okay, and I'm playing Battlefield 4 right now, which I'm actually having a pretty good time playing it. I can't believe how good that game actually is. Okay, the campaign, at least, I'm actually enjoying it. But I do like first person shooters, so I might be biased. Anyways, when I went ahead and I clicked on Battlefield 4, I didn't actually look to see when it came to Game Pass. It doesn't matter to me. Like, when I played Mass Effect, the first one on Game Pass, I didn't care when it was added to Game Pass or how old that game is. I still got to play Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, which people are telling me are better than Mass Effect 1, right? Mass Effect 2 at least. So many games. I still got to play Fable 2, Fable 3 as well. I enjoyed Fable 1. So many games, so many gems in there. And again, the disappointment comes when people act as if they've played everything. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe you have played everything. Are you being honest with yourself? Have you played everything? And then the problem is when you're the person that feels like I've played everything that matters because I've played all the big AAA games. Man, when I'm telling you, you're missing out on gaming experiences that will bring you joy far beyond what you can imagine when you step away from that only playing AAA blockbuster third person over the shoulder action game story driven. I promise you. A great example for me was Recore. I would have never looked at a game like Recore, but I played Recore and I had an amazing time playing that game. This thing is beeping again. I got it. I got it. But just like five beeps. But Recore, an amazing game. Okay. Same thing with Hellblade, game that I probably would have never looked at. An amazing game. Got to experience both of those on Game Pass. Okay. Mass Effect would probably be in a game that if I had more time, I probably would have looked at. But it just so happened that I got to play it on Game Pass. I'm not limited to when it got placed on Game Pass, how old the game is, whether it's a AAA game, whether it like. And I'm not even limited by what reviews the game got. I just see it on there and I play it. So the disappointment is all these games that are being passed over just because they don't meet that tick mark that you have placed on it yourself as well. It's not a AAA game. It's not a first party exclusive. It doesn't have a 90 Metacritic score. And whatever else stipulation you want to put on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my priorities as a gamer are wrong. I just want to be here and play games. But TK, shout out to TK9. TK9 said this. There's people out there that he calls checklist gamers. Meaning they play a game because it's on the popular checklist. Like, oh, this is a game that you're supposed to play. And these are all the big games. And these are games that if you, for whatever reason, say you don't like that game, you're automatically a hater, right? So again, make sure you're not a checklist gamer. And if you are a checklist gamer, just admit who you are. But when you put limits on what you're gonna play just because of a time frame or AAA status or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter what my gamer score is, doesn't matter how long I'm gaming. We are on a different level. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.